Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. Today we are doing the first impression review of this shoe here. Don't know why I bothered doing that because actually you've already read the title. Yes, it's the Adidas Adios 5s and I'm super excited by it. Trying out a new shoe for the first time in a long time. So a little bit of a backstory for those new viewers there. I'm an ultra runner and yeah, I've been running in a lot of Hoka's shoes. So I just wanted to test out the ground, try something different. I've got some exciting new goals this season as well, doing a half marathon or a marathon also, not on the trails but on the road. Just something I want to sort of do. So we're getting equipped, we've got some new shoes to go with the other ones of course. So the reason why you're here is you wanted to hear my thoughts and my first impressions on the all new, I think it's only been out for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the Adidas Adios 5, ADIZERO, I don't know, there's so many A's in there that I wasn't, the triple A club, Adidas Adios ADIZERO 5. So as you can see, I mean, first of all, the colorway is just absolutely glorious. I love this color. It's just bright, it's striking, and yeah, it's just nice to have bright stuff. I always really like having bright colored clothing when I'm running. Be safe, be seen. So I paid full price for these and I think it was like around 140 euros. That's the kind of standard price. It's a race ready shoe. And you know, a lot of records and marathons have been won in this shoe here. Well, not this specific one, but you know, this model of shoe, which has been designed by Adidas and worn by some of the greats, like Haile Gebrselassie. I can never say his surname. So this shoe here has a 10mm drop from the forefoot to the heel, and that's something that's relatively new for me, and that's one of the reasons. Hey, let me just actually get into the reason why I picked this shoe out of all the shoes. So as you may know, I'm running, if you haven't, just go check on some old videos. I run quite a lot of Hoka shoes, which I guess quite maximal, quite cushiony. And I wanted a shoe with a bigger drop than the smaller drops. You know, most people are going the opposite way around. And I wanted to go the other way around and try out something with a bigger drop in the shoe, and also to have something with a little bit more firmness and rigidity in the sole. So I picked up this shoe here because I thought it would be a really good one to, you know, for me and to be able to test and to share with you guys and girls. So if you've got a pair of these or the previous versions, let me know down below and what your thoughts are. I'd be interested to hear. So now I've been out on 2 runs with these and yeah, they're a fun shoe. I really liked it. And it's felt really good on my foot. So let's go over what I have liked and what my first impressions were of the shoe. So the first thing I'm going to mention is the grip. As you can probably see here, pretty amazing. It's from this Continental. The lug pattern is really good, and I've been running out just now in the ice and the snow, well, not so much snow, but a little bit icy conditions, and it fared up really well. So I was really pleased with the grip. Now the cushioning actually, it's got this boost cushioning, which I have never tried the boost cushioning, and even though it looks very minimal, as you can see, like this little part here, it's got a different EVA sole here and also got some boost in the center part, but it's surprisingly, you know, squidgy or soft and can return some energy back to you, and it was really good. And it's got this torsion plate in the middle, which I guess gives it a little bit extra stiffness and snap in it, which is really good. But overall, the ride on it has been really, really fun. I've managed to get quite a nice lockdown around the midfoot. Now, look, I do have a narrow-ish foot, so that's been well suited. I think it is quite a narrow sort of fit and feel around here, which has been, you know, no problem for me. And that's helped to get a really nice lockdown around the midfoot and not let my foot slide around. So going back to what we said on the drop, one thing that has actually also been really great, I really appreciate in a shoe, is the non-maximal stack height. So, you know, when we're talking about stack height is how high you are off the ground on this. I'll probably put on here what the stack height is, but I really wanted a shoe that would be closer to the ground and have a little bit more feel. This is one of the reasons why I got this shoe. It's because I wanted to have a little bit of difference. It's very healthy to have different types of shoes within your running shoe artillery to get your feet working in different ways. And this one is, I picked it because as well that it has a low stack height, and I want to get a little bit closer to the ground and feel the ground with that 4-foot stride. Now, in terms of ride, the ride was really great. I mean, it's a light shoe. It's a race ready shoe, that's for sure. But what I really enjoyed about it is just the kind of, you know, the meta rocker, I guess what most other companies might say or something. But my stride, my whole gait cycle of my foot from landing, pushing off and coming back through felt super light. And then also it just, whoa, almost falling over there, felt super light, but also it just felt like really great in that gait cycle. So all in all, you can probably tell I've enjoyed the first couple of runs I've done in this. By all means, this is not a full review of the Adidas ADIZERO Adios 5. It's a mouthful. And I will obviously do one of those once I've stacked up some more kilometers in them. The great thing is my knee is feeling good and we are, you know, back en route, but we're doing it steadily and safely. So we'll get some more kilometers in this, and I'll give you a full review to come soon. One thing that I will mention in the shoe that has just been a little bit something that I'm monitoring is on this right hand cuff here of the ankle. The first run for the first kilometer it rubbed a little bit, but actually, to be honest, I haven't felt any more of that rubbing or difference in the other 15 kilometers I've done. So actually not a bad thing, but something just to pay attention for me there. So that's been my impression. I'm not an impersonator of the shoe. That's been my first impressions of the Adidas ADIZERO 5 shoe. I've really enjoyed it thus far, and you know, there's going to be plenty more running to come in it. And any comments, questions, as I do say, leave them down below. I'll get back to all of you. And thanks for watching this video. Have a nice evening, day or night, whenever you're watching this, guys or girls. Peace.